Hey guys, Chad Weber here, and we're going to talk about lead engagement and conversion here. And just to bring you up to speed as to where we're at, if you've been following along on the funnel simulator, we originally started off right over here from the point of click in the original lead being generated. Right now, what I'm going to cover here today corresponds to right here. Now, if you were to click this button and you watch the message from Stefan, then you heard him chat with you a little bit about engagement and the importance of lead engagement that really puts you on a different level from all of your competition. And that's what I'm going to show you here today. So this is the lead magnet that Stefan was talking about. So I've always recommended a lead magnet go out, something that's downloadable and potentially tangible, meaning that, you know what, they could actually print this out or they could save it on their hard drive, which means that unlike something that's just delivered on the web, if they don't go back to that specific link, if they don't physically navigate back there, they're never going to see that document again. However, if they download it, the chances of them bumping into it or even seeing it on their desktop or even opening it up again is actually quite high, which means they're going to see your name, they're going to see your picture, they're going to see your logo, they're going to see your phone number, and you have additional opportunities to convert that lead just because you gave them something tangible. So as you can see here, the document that this is just a dummy document I created as an example of what this stage looks like. So I named it 3 things you need to know before buying a home in St. Charles. Now, important to note here is that I'm making it specific to where I know this person's hunting for a home. So this is just a document where it takes me 10 seconds to go in and change the title so I can customize it anytime I send it out. Now, if that sounds like too much work for you, okay, that's fine. You could just blast it out to anyone that converts. But for me, I find that I get much better conversion when I actually take the time to customize to what that person is specifically looking for. So, for example, if they're shopping for a home in St. Louis County, then this is going to say St. Louis. If they are a veteran and I'm going to talk to them about veteran loans, VA loans, then it's going to specifically say that in the title. So it's recommended that you have more than one lead magnet that you can send out. Now, I want to address the name of lead magnet as well. When I say lead magnet, this is not something that we're using at the top of the funnel to capture leads initially. Rather, this is a re-engagement lead magnet, which means that I'm going to help segment my leads. Okay, so let's actually take a look at this document here, lead conversion problems, serious borrowers versus time wasters. Didn't we talk about this earlier? The challenge of leads coming in, and either you're buying leads or you're generating leads, and half the time they run away from you, and it's almost like they're hiding out in a safe house, doing everything they can to avoid your calls, avoid your emails, and it can get to be very frustrating when you got to chase down 50 to 100 people to convert a single lead. Well, part of the way that we solve this problem with the proper lead segmentation funnel is we differentiate between, where people are at in their buy cycle. So that way we're not wasting our very valuable time, right? So this kind of signifies a bunch of leads coming in. And as you can see, they're each at various stages. So right here, don't waste your time. I'm just a tire kicker. This one, well, they're maybe going to buy, but it's probably not going to be for 6 months, right? So they might be a great lead 6 months from now, but they're not now. This one here is ready to buy in just a couple of months. This one's not even serious to begin with. And here's somebody right here that's ready and needs a loan right now. So how do we find these guys? And the way that we do that is through something like this. So what I did with this document is I embedded my tracking cookies. Now, my tracking cookies tell me a couple of different things. Okay, so this is what we call behavior-based targeting as pertains to a funnel. And I have a couple different cookies embedded here, one of them being a retargeting cookie. So anybody who opens this and engages in certain behavior, I could turn around and run ads to them if they don't convert. Okay. So since I already have the lead captured, though, what do I mean by convert? Well, what I mean by convert is taking a desired action. Just because I've captured a lead doesn't mean I'm getting a loan from that lead, right? So we're already very well aware of that. So we have specific activities that we want them to take. right? For example, I want them to schedule an appointment with me. And if somebody doesn't schedule an appointment with me after reading this, then I want to be able to retarget them. But I'm retargeting them and showing them new ads now with the knowledge that they were interested enough to read my document about buying a home in St. Charles. So I know that there's a higher level of interest here than average. Okay. So the other thing I do is I have a completely separate tracking cookie that doesn't fire until they spend a minimum amount of time on my document. So if somebody were to just open this up and then 5 seconds later close it because they're not interested in reading it, it's not going to trip my cookie. It's not going to fire. So it's a time expired cookie that only fires after they spend a minimal amount of time on my document. All right. So as you can see, this is just a dummy document that I drafted up to help give you some guidelines as to what yours should say. I can't give away all my secrets. Do I have completed versions of this? Yes, many, many different variations on different topics. But this one here is just kind of walking you through what's important. So one thing that you'll notice is I mentioned that it's important to keep it tightly focused. Think of, oftentimes we try to throw way too much information at our prospects. And you know what that does is it scares them away. So I recommend just 3 primary topics, hit those 3 topics and be done with it. So your lead segmentation magnet should really be maybe 6 or 7 pages at the most. And you'll see how I take up more space on my pages by using larger font and larger spacing. And that we do that intentionally because when you look at this, it doesn't look like it's so much to read, does it? Because it's not. And that means you got a beautiful document, but it's not overwhelming to the individual. So we got to keep things tightly focused, give them 3 really good bullet points, hard-hitting points, and move on to your call to action. It's like, think of it as going to a buffet versus a snack. In the day of information overload, people, all they have brain capacity to do and time to do these days is snack. They can't sit tucked into a big buffet. So the days of sending 120-page ebook guides on buying homes are over, right? It's crazy that even used to work back in the day, but nowadays that just scares people away. So you got to keep it simple. You'll see also I have a recommendation here to send hyperlocal resources. So I've had good luck with doing things like arranging special discounts with local small business owners. And that's so freaking simple to do, guys. Very, very easy to do. If you pick up the phone or just stop by a small business and let them know, hey, I'm a mortgage professional, so I'm constantly working with individuals moving into the area. And I would love to recommend, I've been buying here for years. I love your guys' products and your service. And I'd like to recommend you to all my clients. Can we arrange something like a 5% or 10% discount or something just for my clients, and get their approval to do so, get some official coupons or discounts or links or coupon codes or something that people can use. And people love that stuff. People love discounts. They love being made to feel special. So if you can arrange those types of things, that works with contractors, landscaping companies, painters, movers, furniture stores, whatever, even title companies and realtors, recommend those types of things here. Okay. Give hyperlocal information about what's going on. Our house pricing and value going up, or is it going down in the area? What's the job situations look like in the area? This is the type of information you want to put into a document like this. So it's really easy to do. You could have something like this hammered out in about an hour and a half to 2 hours if you just sit down and tuck into a little bit of research, right? It doesn't need to be extravagant. The most important piece here, being the final page on the document, is the opportunity for call to action. So here I'm going to ask them to book a free consultation. And I recommend at least a minimum of 1 testimonial, preferably 2 or 3 on this page, and then link directly to your calendar. Sync to your calendar so that they can schedule an appointment with you, and then toss on your Facebook and some other information, your YouTube channel and things along those lines. So some clickable social media icons would be nice here as well. All right. Now, a side note that if you click the button on this dummy page that I created for you, that's going to bring you directly to my calendar, and you can schedule an appointment to chat with me and or my team. So if you're interested in getting converting just a huge percentage of your leads, far more than are being converted now. I'd be more than happy to chat with you about how we can help you accomplish that. So again, if you click on that button, it's actually an active button that will redirect you to my calendar, and we can schedule a time to chat if you would like to have these types of processes put into place without you having to lift a finger, because I know you're busy. All right. Okay, guys. So I hope you found this beneficial, and this gives you a better idea of how to engage at this stage of the funnel with something that is physical, something that is tangible, downloadable. Okay. And I will have more training for you tomorrow. Make it a great day. Keep closing loans, guys. Bye now.